So coming back from the spine to another important part of our bodies, I'm looking at blood. Yes, blood. Now, there are so many interesting things about blood. One of them is that today is World Blood Donor Day. The World Health Organization has set aside a day for World Blood Donors. And the theme for this year's commemoration of everyone who's ever donated blood or is thinking of donating blood is the fact that any blood donor is truly a hero. Now remember, the word donation is not the same as, for example, sale. And when you look at 62 countries around the world today, all the blood that's available in them is 100% voluntarily donated, freely given, without anyone even having to ask. People just seem to want to help other people that they don't know with blood. But in 40 countries, this is not so. In 40% of the countries around the world, pardon me, this is not so. We still depend on family donors and even paid donors. And I wonder which category Ghana falls into. I'm talking to Ralph Asante. He's the MD of Mega Fame Production. They are partnering with the W.H.O for the World Blood Donor Day. It's a global network. But there's so much interesting history to blood. I mean, for example, did you know that the word blood in English is one of the oldest English words? And it dates back to about 1000 AD. It comes from Old German, which is blood. And the word blessing is actually related to the word blood. I'll tell you in a minute how. But first of all, let's consider medicine. In classical Greek medicine, blood was associated with air, of all things, and springtime, and a good mood. And due to its importance to life, we have a large number of cultural beliefs about blood. For example, blood relationships, blood brother, related by blood, bloodlines, and so on and so forth. Blood plays an important part in many religions. In Jewish and Christian beliefs, Leviticus 17:11 says the life of a creature is in the blood. And that gives rise to the way we relate to blood. Islam also has an interesting perspective, but one of the most interesting ones I came across was once again the ancient German one. And the German tribes, ancient pagan German tribes, thought that blood had the power of its originator. And after they butchered an animal, for example, they would sprinkle its blood around the walls or on the statues of their gods. Does that sound familiar? Or on the participants themselves. And this act of sprinkling blood was called bloodstain. The Roman Catholic Church borrowed this word bloodstain and it became the English word blessing. The ancient Greeks believed that the blood of the gods, which they called ichor, was actually poisonous to mortals or to human beings. And there are all sorts of interesting things that go with blood. But today I'm looking at blood donors. Ralph, good morning.
Good morning.
That was fascinating, wasn't it?
Yes,
I mean, I was so intrigued by the mystery and the power that, you know, the word blood evokes in people. And I think that anyone who gives their blood voluntarily and freely is truly a hero.
Sure.
But this is not so in Ghana.
Sure. That is one reason why we want the people to know that what they are doing, the blood that they are giving to unforeseen life, we need to appreciate it and encouraging others to do so. Because, like you said, blood is something that is very valuable, and somebody wakes up one day donating his blood to somebody that he doesn't know. And it's something that we need to recognize these people. And I'm happy the team for this year World Blood Donor Day is very, very interesting. It's very powerful ways that every blood donor is a hero. And that means each of us can become a hero by donating your blood.
We have organized several blood donation campaigns and events in TV3, and we have backed them historically over the years. What is it that you think that helps people or promotes blood donation, and what is it that you think holds people back from donating blood freely?
Yeah, I think dedication is very down, and then so many people have so many perceptions about donating your blood, going to hospital donate. The people think when you go there, maybe you even go and contract disease. So dedication is very down, and those who have been donated blood can even testify that it's not that painful as people thought, and then you save life as well. So just imagine you donate your blood and then somebody has been saved in a hospital. So this are the dedication is very, very down. Trust me. When you compare other countries who are always doing the blood donation and all that, you realize that Ghana education is very, very down. People are not getting themselves involved. I'm talking about the big people in this Ghana. They're not even involved themselves with it. They think like, oh, it's normal. Everybody do blood donation. But you have to do it to encourage even the younger ones, because the education is down. Because why should I go and donate my blood, which I haven't been taught from the childhood? So if you know from your childhood that it's good to donate blood, you grow with it. Then one day, the whole of the year, you can think, oh, let me go and donate my blood. No, I will not tell you that go and donate your blood. You have to do it freely, voluntarily. And that's why we are talking about now. And those who have been donating their blood, we always say big, big, big thank you. And this day is your day.
Well, you mentioned education, so let's share some facts. I looked it up online. You know, the ever-popular Wikipedia tells me that the adult human being has roughly 1.5 gallons or 1.3 gallons of blood. And that blood constitutes 8%, nearly a tenth of the human body weight, and its density is very close to the density of pure water. It is composed of plasma and several kinds of cells, which we call, you know, electrolytes, red blood cells, and leukocytes, the white blood cells. Ralph, have you given blood yourself?
Sure.
Share your experience with me.
I was thinking the same people they have in mind that blood donation, when you go there, why should I give my blood? And after giving my blood, I'm always feel happy to the extent that even though I don't know who they give the blood to.
But did you ever imagine? Did you ever like stop and think as to who might be getting your blood? I mean, could it be Eric? Could it be Moon? Could it be someone you don't know at all? Or could it be someone that you actually know who doesn't know that they are getting your blood, and whom you don't know that you're giving your blood? Did that go through your mind?
No, because I do donate my blood voluntarily. So I don't know who they are giving to, but what I know is my blood has saved somebody's life. So there's no need for you to know who they are giving your blood to.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel happy because I've been getting so many calls, and I'm hearing that people die because of the type of blood that they want is not available. So they die. And supposing maybe my type of blood.
What's your type of blood?
I'm A positive.
A positive. And we have different types of blood. So if I have, for example, O negative, a very rare type of blood, I couldn't accept blood from you.
That's a difficult blood now. It's hard to get.
The O negative?
Yeah.
How much O negative blood would you hope to raise, for example, through your efforts?
It's not easy. Sometimes you can get about maybe 200 people to donate. You can get about 3 or 5.
So maybe 1 out of 100 would have the O negative.
Sure.
Why is it so rare?
I don't really know why God created it that way. It's very, very, it's something which it just goes to our imagination. That is why we encourage everybody to donate. Maybe there's so many maybe O negative out there.
Okay.
They're not donating their blood as well.
Okay, how about this? You know, very often when we talk about relationships, we talk about blood relatives. When you give your blood to somebody, do you consider them to be your blood relative from that day on?
Wow, that's very interesting. For me, I never thought in that way.
Because now you literally share blood.
Sure.
So would that make the person, the recipient of your donation, your blood relative, do you think?
Yeah, but I think so far as the person receive your blood, that's maybe people in the same group.
You're already related somehow.
Related to someone, yes, definitely. Or if not, maybe that person cannot accept your blood or cannot use it for that person to be saved.
Interesting. What about religious connotations to this? We have a large population of Muslims in Ghana, a large populations of Christians, and many people still associate blood with cultural and traditional beliefs and practices, as well as popular, you know, terminology like blood relatives. For example, we think that, oh, if you're giving your blood, you're giving something that's yours and precious, and well, that's maybe just meant for other family members. That's why we have family donors. And sometimes people even think that, well, it's good for business. So we have people who try to sell their blood to others in times of need. What do you think? What do you think the religious and cultural significance is, importance, or is it not important at all?
Sure, everybody has his own religion, the way he wanted to do by his blood. But I think the Christian and Muslim, they are doing very well, because I think the Muslim donated their blood very, very, very much. And since last year we go the campaign, we're doing the blood donation exercise. The Muslim, the patronage are very, very, very interesting and all that. So aside, maybe the churches also have their own way to organizing it, and there are churches for black band people to come and then take the blood and all that. So they are contributing to the bloodbaths in Ghana. And as for the other region and all that, for them, some do and some decided not to do. They have their own reason. They don't want to donate their blood. Maybe they have a car or whatever they wanted to do. But what we are here for is, maybe you believe that giving the blood, you may be giving your blood to somebody, it's not good. But the person can even accept that blood and be saved.
Interesting point that you're making here. Remember when I asked you how you felt about giving blood? You just thought you were happy to save someone's life. We often say that blood is thicker than water. Would you say that being a hero is better than being a donor, a simple donor? Because now you're saying that blood donors should be recognized as heroes. And in a way, I agree with you. How do you think we can actually put this into practice? And who should recognize blood donors as heroes? What form would this recognition possibly take?
I think, and there is a step that we are taking, and we hope the government can even take it up. I think when you see the objective of this year, World Blood Donor Day, the W.H.O did mention the involvement of Ministry of Health, because they have to. I'm thinking that it's supposed to be a form of award by giving to the donors, the best donors. You understand? Best donors, maybe sponsor them something, maybe their family members or whatever, maybe their children, for something to encourage others to do. Because we have so many people who have donated about 20 times in this country, but they don't even know their names. And if you want to honor them, it has to come out. So you don't want to do it somewhere else and all that, to encourage other people. So basically, that's what I believe. The Ministry of Health has to take this very seriously, because we decided to do something like this on our own, without getting any support from anybody. I felt that we need to push it. Because my company is doing events and all that, and some movie and adverts and all that. But we chose blood donation campaign as our corporate social responsibility, going around the regions, encouraging people donating blood, doing the musical video, and then paying the artists, branding them with T-shirts and all that, without getting anybody's support. But I think we are paying our dues to our mother, because Ghana is our mother. So I feel proud to give something to my mother by encouraging people to save life.
Thank you very much, Ralph. Asante is the MD of Mega Fame Media Production, working on the World Blood Donor Day 2012. It's today, the 14th of June. Charlotte Alban, you're asking, is the blood donation exercise coming again? Well, Charlotte, yes, indeed it is. And you're going to get the opportunity today and every other day of the year to donate blood. If you want to, you can easily find out how. And Felix, are you asking, how do you know your blood has been given to someone? That's a very good question. I think that if you have an interesting question or an interesting experience to share when it comes to blood, whether you've been a donor, a recipient, a relative, or a friend of someone who has needed it or who has given it, why don't you share it with me? Just post it to our wall on Facebook. It is TV3 SUN RISE. Today is World Blood Donor Day 2012, and the big idea is that every blood donor is a hero. I was really looking forward to speaking to Moon again, because, well, she made mention of multiple orgasms for men, and I really wanted to interview her about that. I don't know if we have the time, though, and I don't know if this is the appropriate forum, but it looks like our time is up. So I want to thank everybody who's been posting, especially Ernest Ofori. You want me to wish your brother Bernard Asante a happy birthday, and may he live longer. Gabriel Kosiga, you say your mom is suffering from spinal cord problems. How can you get the doctor's number? I'm sure Moon is going to post it. Keep watching TV3.
Kiss you from your head all the way down to your toes. Baby girl, I'm gonna make you scream. Lick on your body like it's ice cream. Don't you for a minute think it's a dream. Baby, this is real. And into baby say what don't main jamming kofa hobby. Me ne will buy I could see baby. All those so me move. I would dream mommy. My ankle. Me back home. Me back home. If I would dream mommy. My ankle. Me back home. Me back home. Sorry, I'm not me who jolly na bibi and yo. Si drana juice na se onda mi China to me soon. Baby girl, you're my shining star. Hold you in my hands like a Spanish guitar. Lick on your body like a candy bar. Make you scream, ooh and ah, yeah. And into baby say well don't me. Main jamming called Fat Poby. My name will be I could see baby. All those so me move.